Hi, so I said that I was going to try to do a video on dating when dealing with chronic illness, and I actually recorded a bunch of stuff about it a while ago. So I had put together some of it, but I wasn't really happy with it completely. But I'll use some of it. So here's what I recorded before. So for me, I got sick when I was 15, and I hadn't dated before that. And I mean, I was still in high school, and unfortunately, being sick made it so that I wasn't around at social events, and I really wasn't out there meeting people. And that's one of the things that I think having chronic illnesses or debilitating illnesses of some kind really affects you profoundly, in that it kind of pulls you back from social situations and meeting people and being out there kind of in the world in the kind of situations and being involved in the ways that your peers would be, your healthy peers. As I got older and went off to college and got sicker at that point, actually, there was kind of like this, there were two aspects to it. On the one hand, I didn't have the energy to even think about dating or going out to meet people or do any of that you kind of have to do if you want to actively seek out a relationship. But on the other hand, being sick is so isolating that I feel like it's really helpful to have someone who's just kind of there for you. I tried dating through like some internet stuff, and I actually was living in an apartment at this time with a friend who was doing the same thing, and she actually met her husband that way, which is kind of cool to know that it does actually work sometimes. But for me, it was stressful to try to get to know people and figure out that, that balance of when to tell them about my illness. So I went out on a couple of dates, and there was one date where I didn't tell him anything about my illnesses, and we ended up going to like this kind of concert thing at like a bar, where I ended up having to stand up for like the whole time, and I didn't want to say anything, and I mean, I should have spoken up, but like I ended up feeling really sick and having to go excuse myself to the bathroom for a little bit, because I just couldn't stand up because of the dysautonomia. So it was really difficult to try to date people that I didn't already know. So I just kind of gave up on it and was like, you know what, I don't really have the energy for this anyway right now. And for a while, I didn't even try. I didn't try to meet new people. I really was just too sick to even think about it. I wasn't in school. I was just kind of trying to survive and just do what I could do. And then, as I kind of got better and got out into the world, and years went by and everything, I kind of just figured eventually, like, something will happen, and I'll meet someone, and, when I'm well enough, I'll get out there and I'll do something, and, I'll meet new people and all of that. And then I ended up meeting Eric, my boyfriend, and I didn't have to go out, specifically looking for meeting new people. We met at a mutual friend's Halloween party, and just hit it off right away. And with him, it's been really easy. On our first date, we talked about my health stuff, and he had already read up on it because he had read my Facebook profile, and I have information about it on there. And there was a link to my blog, and he had read my blog, and it wasn't a big thing. It was just a part of me, and it was a part of us getting to know each other. And that was really nice. So those are some of my experiences and my thoughts. I keep trying to come up with ways of kind of finishing this up, and I'm not doing a very good job. I keep recording and re-recording, and I feel like I just end up rambling on and on. So I just want to say that relationships, when you're sick, bring with it new issues and new things that you have to face. And over the last year, over a year that Eric and I have been together, I've kind of slowly been trying to figure out how exactly I can feel comfortable sharing my illness with him, and different ways of doing that. And one of the things that actually kind of scares me is thinking towards the future and thinking about what if I get sicker again, and not wanting to feel like I could end up burdening him with having to take care of me. And who knows if anything like that could happen, but that's something that I haven't actually talked to him about it. And he watches my videos, so he'll probably actually see this. I might want to mention it to him before I post the video, but there are just different things that you have to face and different things you have to deal with, and it's not easier and it's not necessarily harder than being sick by yourself. It's just different. So I hope some of my thoughts and experiences and whatever are interesting and maybe helpful to some people. And I would really be interested to hear what some of your experiences have been, or what some of your thoughts are, and some of the things that you've faced, and maybe ways that you have learned to share your illness with someone else who's important in your life. So I will end it here before I continue rambling on and on. So I hope you're all doing well, and I'll talk to you soon.